Okay, here we go. I think this might be it. We have Ethernet cable. We have modified the bit rate, and it should be much higher quality now and a lot less low, or a lot lower latency. Really quick, I am just gonna mention. All right, sick. Okay, so I I'm probably gonna take down the other one, right? So for people who might be like watching this video back or something, you might notice that you know, we joined it. I might not be explaining some things, but okay. So essentially, this is a housing that I've been working on for a little bit. It's called the Hunger Games. I mean, it's essentially gonna work pretty much as you might think it will. I've been working on this project for probably like a little while now. And I think I've been working on this for about, this might be my second, maybe 3 weeks of working on it. So it's taken me a little bit of time, but of course it's only been like a little bit here and there. What to expect from this stream is probably just going to be like some just like chill, lay back, and then, you know, a lot of me being confused or frustrated. I got about an hour. Yeah, about an hour to stream, so this will be about an hour-long stream. So where are we at right now? Right now we have quite a bit going on. Let's go and go to the control room and go. Oh, wait, hold on. I gotta be game mode. Okay, so this is the spawn room. So when people join the housing, this is what they see. They'll see. Okay, I don't know what that was. But over here we have how to play. And eventually, right now, I just have like some in-chat thing. But I think I'm actually going to change this over to be a book. Actually, I am going to decrease the volume just a little bit on the music. Because I think it is maybe just a tiny bit overpowering the voice. Okay, that should be better, hopefully. Actually, I'm going to decrease it just a little bit. Okay, there we go. I'm sorry. Essentially, what's going on right now, like I said, is that we have this how to play, and it, you know, oh, you can't see. Okay, there we go. Has a chat message that pops up, and I might change that so that way it gives the player a book, and that way I can have more text, because this is unfortunately the max amount of lines that you can use as a kind of text output or whatever. And then over here is the rules. This one I could probably fit in just a chat message. I doubt that I'll need to give them a whole book, but in case I do need to give them a whole book, I will. Of course, link to the YouTube as well as the mailbox, which of course no mail right now because it's still, you know, work in progress. I'm still working on it. But yeah, this is the spawn room. So when people first join the housing, this is where they'll go. And then of course you enter this portal to, you know, join into the thing. Now, right now I have this kind of finicky setup for the queue to be able to kind of, you know, beta test it. And then I also have like a little kind of section done right here for the map. You should be able to kind of get the gist of what I'm doing here, but if you don't, I will showcase it a little bit here. And essentially, you're going to spawn in, and obviously, you know, first thing you want to do is join the game. Well, it's going to tell you to choose a kit first. So then you get to choose between these kits here. Knight, Archer, Mage, Assassin. I think that these are pretty well balanced. When I roll this out for beta, I might actually modify it just a little bit. Maybe, you know, messing things around with the kits, add more kits. I'm not sure yet, but what I do know is that these are subject to change. And, you know, obviously, you know, you click one of these buttons, you know, it says here, choose your kit. So you click one of these buttons and you know, you select a kit Archer. Now that little pop-up that you just said, that's because I was shifting. If that allows me to modify the thing. But if I'm not shifting, you know, I can just, it won't show anything at all for the user. And then now that I have done that, now I can join the queue. And as you see, it'll say, you know, added to the queue here in the chat, and it'll show 1 out of 16. The 16 number is coming from, I have 16 spawn platforms. Again, might be subject to change. I might add more, take down some, maybe modify it, but the only way I'll be able to know is from feedback from when I roll this out into beta. And then, of course, we have leaderboards for top level, top kills. Again, I might change some of this maybe to like, you know, top level, top something else, maybe, you know, something else. I'm not sure yet. Next over here, we have our shop. This is coming soon. That's because this is still in work in progress. And I'm actually not going to implement this until past beta, after beta. So maybe like beta 2 or something like that, beta 1.1 or, you know, version 1.1, whatever. But that's because I want to see how the regular game works before I try to add in some intricacies like the shop. But right now it does actually work. If I take this, it will subtract gold and it'll give you the item. So I have one item in here and I have kind of the general idea in here. And it's all implemented already. I can actually show you. Shop, yep. You see I already have methods for that. And so then it just kind of comes down to like, how do I want to implement a shop into the game? I'm not sure yet. But when I do come up with that, you know, idea or solution, that's when I will, you know, roll it out into the actual game. But I do want people to see, so I'm actually going to leave this out. I feel like I'm kind of trying to talk over the music a little bit, so I'm actually going to decrease this a little bit more. Okay, there we go. That should be better. But I will roll this out, you know, eventually. I just want it so that way people can see that it's coming. So that way they have something to look forward to maybe. And then, of course, you know, spawn platform, join queue, the leaderboards, kits. Next up is the parkour. This one is already fully implemented. I'll probably change the parkour. This is just something temporary to kind of scratch off the list so I can get closer to rolling this out to beta. None of this is final. I want to make that clear. None of this is final. It's definitely not going to be the end thing here. But we have our parkour start. Now, obviously, you can work, you know, you might worry about someone just trying to like, you know, jumping down into the map and mess with the game. So I do have it so that way it will teleport them back up saying you can't go down there yet. So that's case scenario number 1. Case scenario number 2 is if they actually started the parkour and then they jumped down, in which case it'll bring them right back and it'll say, you fell, let's try that again. So then, of course, you know, you can do the parkour, you fall again. This whole area, actually the entire map, just below this spawn platform, so 1 block down from the spawn platform is where that gets triggered, and it covers the entire map. So, you know, no matter how far they jump, even if they find a way to fly or something, if they fall down below the spawn platform, they will not come in. So then that raises the question, okay, well, what if they're cheating or, you know, they figured out a way to get past that? If I hold a barrier block, as you can see, the entire map is covered in barriers. So there is 0 way where someone can use the parkour to get down to the map, even if they find a way to glitch. And I will put a barrier cap over top of this whole thing, but for right now, I do want to be able to get down into the parkour area without having to worry about it. But unfortunately, you know, as I said, if I go up past a certain point, it'll teleport me back, and that, as I said, you know, that covers the whole map. So that was kind of, you know, through trial and error of, you know, letting some of my friends play it and then seeing what they do. Some people on the guild seeing what they do, and that was one of the biggest things, was the people were escaping down into the map and through this parkour. But I do want something here. I feel like I've been ranting about that too long now. So, you know, when you join the queue, as you see, we have to have 16 players. This is probably subject to change. I might change this, that way you only need like 5 or 8 players or something like that, maybe half as many to start a game, and then it'll give you some time, it'll count down. That's what this is right here, what I was working with right here. It'll give you some time to count down, and that'll give you enough time for more people to join the queue before the game starts. But then once the game starts, they are locked in, right? They're locked in down there. The only way to get out of there is to leave the game or to die. And then if they die, they come back up here. If you leave the game, obviously you get booted out to the lobby. If you join back in, you spawn right back here. You do not go back into the game if you leave the game. And what else is there? There's a bunch of things like you could see how many functions I have. These are all, most of these are just beta testing really, like, and just like making sure that any possible way, because I know people, I've been a software engineer for a few years now. I know people, I know how this stuff works. People will find a way to break it, and it can get really annoying as a engineer or someone who makes this stuff to watch them break it. So you want to like really just make sure that everything is really solid, you know what I'm saying? Anyways, I feel like I've ranted long enough. If, I haven't explained it well enough, then, as time goes on, maybe you can join it. By the time people are watching this, this will probably already be, rolled out into beta at least. There's the map that needs to be done. I might do that in the stream today and leave the coding for later tonight because I don't really feel like doing the frustrating coding. But essentially all of the game systems work. I am actually, really quick, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go grab a laptop and I'm gonna show you guys that it does work. So I'll be right back. So we have a laptop with a second account that we're going to use to beta test and work on things. I've been using this account. It's actually my girlfriend's account, but all the same. Let's see here. So we're signed into her profile, so let's go ahead and join the game. In the meantime, while that's loading up, so the whole system works. The only thing that I need to do that comes to game programming is right now, if there's only one player left, obviously the game ends, everyone comes back up here. But I don't have a way for them to receive rewards or even like receive a message that they won the game. So I got to implement that, and then I also have to implement the spawn platforms, which I have through tributes, a tribute value. So for example, if I make a quick create command /c tribute maybe, and then add action, and then we're going to send a chat message that's going to say %data.players/tribute, and then %. Oh, okay, this message contains advertising. That's frustrating. Did I not type that right? Data.player/tribute %. This message. Okay, that's really frustrating, but whatever. Anyways, the tribute assigns to which platform they go to. I just have to write out the mundane and boring code of if tribute 1 spawn here, if tribute 2 spawn here, if tribute 3, so on and so forth. Now, one other thing that I was kind of like worrying about, and then I actually came to a conclusion that might be better, and that was that if someone had tribute, let's say number 8, and they decide that they want to leave the game, right? They leave the game. Obviously, it takes them off the queue, but it does not. Sorry, I'm trying to get the other account in here. It does not. Visiting rules. Okay, we're gonna have to modify visiting rules, okay? But it does not. Sorry, I totally lost my train of thought there. I was saying, let's say they're tribute number 8 out of like 10 people, right? So there's a tribute 9, tribute 10. What happens if they leave and then the game starts? Well, then if that would mean that, slot number 8, the spawning platform for, tribute number 8 will be empty. I was trying to find every possible way I can to make it so that way people, all spawn next to each other on their appropriate platforms. I ended up with the conclusion that it really doesn't matter. People are not going to care. And if this housing is full enough, it will get replaced. It will not be a big deal. So that's when I came, to the ultimate conclusion that it doesn't need to be fixed. Everything will work itself out the way it's supposed to. And yeah, that was that. Really quick, we're going to change the visiting rules to friends allow as well. And now I can bring my second account in here. Okay, there she is. So now if she joins the queue, as you see, oh, actually I gotta have her choose a kit really quick. Now if she joins the queue, you can see that nothing happens, right? And then I think I have it set to be 2, or I have already made it so that way. It goes back to 16. Okay, I believe it's back at 16 now. I'm not going to worry about that right now. Okay, so here comes what we're going to be doing. This is going to be interesting. We're going to be building a map. So I have this button here. Obviously, I'll remove it for beta, but it warps you down to the control room. This just has like a few commands and stuff that... let's see. / game mode C. So I'm going to go ahead and... Again, because of this little like, marker, border or whatever that's preventing people from, cheating and jumping down from the parkour. Because of that, it actually makes it substantially harder to get down here, but it's possible, just like I showed you. So here's what we get to do. Now we get to choose, where are we going to place these things, and we're going to build them up. So the first one I was thinking of doing a village like right here, nether over here maybe, and over here, snow, something like that, camping, dark oak, that kind of stuff. Oh, look at this. All right, I'm going to go ahead and toggle guild chat. So it kind of brings up the question, okay. Oh, sorry. I have to really quick bring up a reference photo of a Minecraft village. And we're going to build up a village. I will point out, oh, hold on. I'm going to wait for the screen to go back to, okay, there we go. I will point out that when they spawn down here, right, part of my implementation is a shop, right? Obviously, there's no way, unfortunately, in housing for, someone to be able to buy something and then only give it to them when they spawn in or something like that. I didn't want to deal with all that coding, so what instead I have is that I'm going to have them buy something in a shop, and then they can put it in a ender chest, and then they'll find their ender chest spread out across the map. And I think that'll give it a little bit more fairness to the very spawns. That way people aren't just immediately being slaughtered when they spawn in. You actually have to leave in order to get your items. This right here is just a tester. This is actually going to be removed. But for example, in here in the desert temple, which I've built in a little nice interior for, we have an ender chest. And I'm going to do the same one. I'm going to do kind of the same kind of, logic or whatever for the village, except inside of a what are they called, the blacksmith, I believe they're called, the blacksmith. Inside the blacksmith is going to be where the things are going to spawn. Okay, here comes the hard part, and that is building these village houses. I think I have a good reference photo here for yeah, okay, I think I'm definitely going to do something like this. So really quick, I'm actually going to take some black wool, and I'm going to mark out roughly where I want it to be, because the corners seem to take up a lot of space. So maybe I can do like a smaller corner over here where it still looks good. So let's try to like roughly kind of line it up. Maybe I'll do like a overall just generally smaller zone. So we go ahead and bring this over here. This can go all the way over to the spawn, or to this like little water area. Then here is where I can leave room for the village. So I think I'm gonna go like diagonal-ish from here. Yeah, kind of diagonal-ish from here to leave room for the village, but also, do that. Now, you know, you might be kind of asking or wondering, well, why such a big space for, you know, the desert and not for village or end or whatever? And that's actually because the desert kind of had to be big. You know, it has a really big structure in here, the temple, and so therefore I had to make this a bit bigger. But I might chop it down like right here, make it a little bit smaller. But that comes with, you know, just seeing how much space I need or how pretty this looks brought together. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go ahead and start building up the house or the general village area. I want this to be kind of on top of a hill, just like this one, but I also kind of want to incorporate maybe like, you know, some what is it called? Terraforming up here. Maybe have like a little bit of like a overhead mountain or like a plateau or something there. I'm not too sure yet, but I definitely feel like having a bunch of humps isn't going to look very good. So, you know, maybe I'll actually go down. That's not a bad idea, going down instead of up. I wonder how that would flow. That would almost be like kind of like a dip like this, which would definitely bring some nice height elevation to the place. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna do it. And if I don't like it, I can always modify it and change it up something. Let's go ahead and start with just a general square area. Start right here to like over maybe here. Cut that out. All right, this is looking good. I like this. And let's go ahead and say that the most it'll drop down is 2 blocks. So that's 1, 2 right here. So now we're going to take that. We're going to go all the way to the edge of this one here. Place that. And fill this with grass blocks. All right, sweet. So now I need a wall tool. There we go. And we're going to select this block. And over here, this block. Actually, yeah, let's just do that one. And do a wall of grass blocks. And there we go. That is our decline. Kinda. Obviously, I'm gonna make this look a lot nicer. So usually, I don't know, maybe this is bad of me, but I like to just like generally kind of do my terraforming with just like spamming of blocks. Spamming or breaking or placing blocks. Typically, that's typically what I do. So I think I'm going to continue that pattern here and just spam place blocks, remove blocks, do whatever we need to make this look nice. Yeah, I think that's about what I want. Let's go ahead and remove that ugly that bit right there. Okay, so next is smoothing this out. So I think I'm going to start kind of like at a steeper corner, like right here. And this be kind of something like this, maybe? Something along these lines. It's a little bit more, steep at this corner. Maybe bring in some stuff like that. Tuck it in a little bit. How does that look? Oh yeah, that looks like pretty much exactly what I need. Okay, so now up here, this strip right here is going to start transitioning into more of like oak trees and stuff, right? So I'm going to go ahead and leave most of this alone, but I am going to create kind of like an irregular pattern that probably digs in quite a bit and it comes back out. Maybe digs in again. Just like so. I'm going to delete all this. Nice. Move all this ugly grass. Okay. How's that looking? Generally, I think it looks pretty nice. Let's go ahead and remove this row of blocks here. All the way up to here. Cut that out. I will fill that in. Alright, nice. So now we need to kind of do the spamming of blocks again to bring this down to level. And instead of messing with trying to fill that in like that, I'm just going to go and do this and fill it with grass blocks. There we go. Alright, now again with the spam a little bit, just kind of making this look prettier. I'm not sure if grass grows back in housing, so just in case not, I'm gonna go ahead and do this. There we go. Oh yeah, that looks nice. It brings definitely some elevation to the map that I definitely feel is kind of much needed. I want one of these bits here where it's like up like that, and I'm gonna have it span 3 blocks. Yeah, that looks nice. And of course fill that in. Okay, so I think that's pretty much the elevation change for this little section here done. And let's see here, we'll go ahead and finish the terraforming over here in a little bit. Not right now though. Right now what I want to do is kind of do some decoration bits. So first off, we need you know, some oak trees, maybe some birch trees as well. Let's go ahead and get those planted in. Definitely feel like one should be like, I don't want the trees too close to the inside here, so maybe like one right there. That looks nice, yeah. And I definitely feel like that's gonna help kind of smooth this out. We need to have some trees obviously on the inside here. Let's go and place a tree right there. Oh, that's a big tree. I'm not sure if I like that actually. That might be too blocking the village. Yeah, let's go and kill this one. Let's go back and click back over to the live stream. Okay, we're good. Let's see here. Yeah, just tear this down. Nice, perfect. Okay. I might actually wait on the trees to go further in there, but what I can do are some bushes. Everyone loves bushes. I kind of want to do like a bush just kind of like right here. Just something a little bit smaller, you know? Nothing too big. Like that. That's pretty. Yeah, that's nice. Again, I want it to make it so that way it's not too easy to traverse over this map, because if it feels like this, then it's going to feel a lot smaller. But as you see, this feels bigger than this. Unless I'm, you know, bad at judging that kind of stuff. To me, this feels a lot bigger than this. This, you can definitely tell how much space you have, right? This, it definitely feels like it goes back further. There's, you know, stuff that can get in your way. So I definitely feel like this is a good way to kind of accomplish that feeling. And so having obstacles along the ground and stuff, and just kind of like almost making a mess of the ground, I think is a good way to kind of force players to take their time. They can't be, you know, moving through here too quickly. Like even if this guy was like, all right, I'm gonna make a beeline through this, like, you know what I mean? He has to dodge things. Like it can't. Oh, there we go. I just totally missed that. But he has to dodge things to get into here. It's not like he can just go, oh, okay, I'm going to jump off my platform now and give it 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, open the ender chest. You know what I mean? I definitely want them to feel like they have to kind of traverse the world a little bit. All right, enough talking. Let's go ahead and get this, you know, more developed here. I actually wonder how it would be if we let some of this water flow into that space. Oh yeah, that definitely makes it feel like we're kind of breaking that hard border line between the two. So I'm gonna place this with dirt. Okay, so we want this to be a little bit more controlled, but also a little bit more sporadic. So let's go and force the water to go this way. Of course, the water doesn't want to do what I want it to, so we're going to have to do that. There we go. I'm going to coerce it a little bit. And bring this down, obviously to the ground level, but not too far in. I do want to make kind of like a smoother transition between this dirt and the grass, just to show that maybe this isn't something that was recently here, but maybe like happened within the last couple of years or something like that. You know what I mean? Give off that kind of effect. Now, I do want the water to stop going like, you know, this way after this point. So I wonder if I break this block, is it gonna flow that way again? Yeah, it definitely is. So we're gonna have to kind of, oh, you know what we can do instead? We can use leaves. Make another bush right here. It's kind of like a discrete way of controlling the water flow. And that looks beautiful. I love that. Maybe a little bit more height to it though. Give it some more thickness. And that looks wonderful. Lovely. Okay. Now this I just wanted to kind of like pull into like a little pool here. Nothing too crazy. I don't obviously want it flowing too deep into the thing, but anyways, we'll have the water kind of like that, and then we'll have like a little bit of terraforming around it to kind of give the illusion that, you know, you're kind of going up some multiple steps here, and it's not just like bam, bam. Along this, I definitely feel like we need to have, you know, some life, so let's try putting some sugarcane in. I think sugarcane can grow on grass in this version. Yes, perfect. Let's do some sugarcane kind of spread along here. Maybe like one more right there. Let's do that one. Let's make that one a tall boy, just like that. Yeah, perfect. Let's do some tall grass. We definitely want some tall grass kind of spread along this piece. Because I mean, it's next to the river, so it's going to be, you know, kind of overgrown a little bit. It's not going to be as trimmed as it will be directly in the village. And I think that's working very nicely. That's kind of going exactly how I was hoping it would. Let's add some lily pads and some other stuff inside of there so it's not completely desolate. And I definitely want to fill this up as well so it's not flowing, because that could get really annoying if you're trying to make your way around here. And let's add some lily pads, just like that. That's nice. Put that one over. Okay, there we go. Yeah, that's cute. Okay, now we need some color. Let's go and do some flowers. Some of the most typical flowers near something like this is usually like something like this, or like really tall flowers. So maybe we'll do like a large fern as well. Maybe one of these lilacs. So like lilac there. Oh yeah, wait, actually I want more though, lilac. Okay, that brings some nice color. Do a large fern here instead of a regular one. Same with here. Perfect, I'm loving this. Okay, bring that, and I think that's done. I think this looks nice. Yeah, this looks nice. It's a little waterway. Isn't too big, too deep. Next up is the village. Let's go and start with the village, and then we can work on this bit, put stuff in here as we need to, but I generally kind of want at least the smith thing relatively close to here. Okay, so starting off with the blacksmith. Sorry, I keep getting the word confused. I'm just looking at some reference photos, trying to see how blacksmith looks. It's been a little while. Can't remember what blocks it's made out of. I think it's made out of just cobblestone. I believe it's just made out of cobblestone, and then I know that there's oak log in there, and then oak planks, and then a glass pane. I know that much. The back of these is pretty simple. Let's see here. We want the spawn area to be like closer to here. So we'll do, I think it's 3 blocks. Wait, is this? Oh, that's monster egg. We want regular cobblestone. Bring this up. And then I know that for this, it's 1, 2, because then there's a window. Then another window. And then log. I believe it goes like this. Just like so. And then I also believe that there is, this goes up 1 more, and then there's more cobblestone along here. And then of course glass panes inside of there. This is the inside of the building. And I believe this is 3 blocks, just like that. Okay, so that's the back of it. Then it wraps around forward this way. Obviously over here is where the chest is gonna be, because you have to walk in and go in and something. I gotta find a reference photo for the front of these, because I don't remember how the front looks of the blacksmith. I might have to... Let's Google a picture. Minecraft Village blacksmith. Okay, I got it. Kinda. Not really. Kinda, not really. Yeah. Oh, I see. Okay, so there's multiple versions of a blacksmith. Which one do I want to do? I think I'm actually just going to do a traditional blacksmith like this. I just got to look and see. I'm sorry if this is boring for some people. I really am. I'm just trying to get a little bit of reference as to how this is supposed to look. Okay, so it looks like it's 2 blocks over here. Then it has cobblestone in there. Then obviously the cobblestone comes around the bottom. This comes up. And then we got, this is the beginning of the platform right here. So this will go out several blocks as it seems. It seems like it'll go out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 roughly. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, something like that. And then this would be the entrance here. So the entrance goes, I do remember this part. The entrance goes like this. Maybe I don't remember. Is the entrance over here or is it over here? I don't... Mildly frustrating. I don't think it is just this. Wow. We're figuring it out, don't worry. Real quick, I am gonna quickly check the quality. No, that's bad. I want to check the quality of the stream. Oh, that stream quality is beautiful. Hold on, let's do some moving around. It's still kind of a test. Oh, that's gorgeous. I love that. Okay, that looks nice. I'm sorry, I get geeked out over some of this stuff. Okay. This might be the reference photo I need. So it goes in 2 blocks like that. So this is right. This is kind of looking at it from more the front. So I need to tear all this down because this is wrong. It's not wrong. It's just not facing the right direction. So we're going to start over. We're going to do our maths. This is the only one that's hard. I promise things will turn up from here. So first off, it goes back what seems to be about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 blocks. So let's start with that, right? 7 blocks deep. Let's do it like here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Nice. And then it's going to be what seems to be 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 blocks long. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, I believe this is the frame. Done. So now here's where things get fun. So we go up 3 blocks. This one's 2. Then there's 2 blocks inside of here. Oh, 3 blocks. Then cobblestone, then oak wood. Okay, so now we need a fence. The fence goes here. It goes up 3 blocks. and then there's a cobblestone layer up here. Okay, this is not long enough. Now we need cobblestone stairs. The cobblestone stairs go 3 blocks, and then the final block right here, and that goes up 3 as well. Bring that up, and there we go. That's the entry point. So the next is slabs. Go all along the perimeter of this thing. That should start to look more familiar to people. Next up, we're going to go and connect this all up. Fill this in. Nice. And then this goes in. There is the infamous slab right here, just like that. This goes over here, just like so. That's the doorway. Then it comes in 2 blocks, just like so. There is block right here. This goes in and around, just like that. Then there is the lava that goes right there, and then the wall, the backing wall. The lava is 2 blocks, as we all remember it to be, and then the 2 blocks there, and then it's going to bring all of this up. Next, we need a furnace, 2 furnaces that goes here. Next, we need an iron gate. One of these iron bars goes right there. Next, we have a perimeter, just like so. And then we have lava. It goes inside of this slab right here. Perfect. Okay. Yeah, that's starting to look like the thing that I remember. Okay, and then we're gonna just fill this all in, and that front bit is done. Let's go and fill the rest of this in up to here. Put the slab on top. Okay. Now here comes the interior. So this is always filled in. I do remember that, and this comes all the way back. So now here is where those windows go. So it's 1, bam. Oh, there's 2 block gap, and then, oh no, there's not. It's 1 block, and then the oak wood. And this right here is all cobblestone, and then right here it goes, bam, window, window, bam. Just like that, I believe. If not, it's close enough, honestly. And this, yeah, this is looking about how I remember it. Then the chest is always right here. We're gonna go and do an ender chest. And of course, we're gonna put on a beacon. Signify, like, congratulations, you made it. We're gonna put on this wall right here with the ender chest on top. And then let's go and put trapdoors around it. Oh, no trapdoors, okay. Maybe a sign. Just kind of want to block that up a little bit. Perfect. Yeah, close enough, right? Actually, I think it's on the opposite side. Nope, it's definitely over here. Okay. Next up is that there is a table. We're going to remove that. And then there's a fence. And then slabs. Oak slabs. Slabs go here. And just and then that. And I believe that's it. And then there's a doorway, of course. Door goes there. I mean, that's exactly how I remember it. I don't know how you guys remember it. Actually, I think these are stairs. And it makes more sense if they're stairs anyways, even if they're not. And then maybe like a pressure plate on top. Yeah. Good enough, right? Go and get some torches in here. I think the torch just goes right there. I think that's the only one in here. And I'd say that's good enough. And that looks nice. You immediately can tell that that's a blacksmith. That's all that matters, right? Alrighty. Next comes the houses. So these houses have always been kind of a big pain, but I think that we can accomplish it. So let's go ahead and grab some logs. Most of these are kind of out of the same thing, cobblestone. In fact, I think you could probably build a whole one with just one hotbar, to be honest. Then we need some planks. We need stairs. We need glass pane. And we need, in this case, we need grass and a trapdoor. This house is going to go right here. I'm going to go ahead and one grass block, one. Yeah, that's perfect in sizing. Let's go ahead and put that in. Bring that up. Of course, the interior of these have always been cobblestone. Yeah. Right? I don't remember now. Then in here, bam, cobblestone. This has been wood. A little circle with a glass pane inside of it. These go up. And one thing I am aware of is that this might lead to some camping inside of these houses. So my solution to that is I'm going to make it so you can't get in these houses. I'm actually going to block them off with wool. Just to prevent people from camping. Because that's really annoying. I hate when people do that in regular games, let alone in my own game. I'm not going to stand for it. You know, people can call me whatever name they want to. I'm not going to stand for that. All right, perfect. Now we got a upside down stair right there, upside down stair right here. We have a roof going back like that. Of course, the roof comes along here, just like so. Comes up one. Here's where we have wood planks. Sorry about the dog in the background. And then I believe we just have a solid block up here. Just like so. Yep, that's a Minecraft house, all right. I'm going to bring this back. Replicate the same thing on the other sides. Oops, there we go. And that's done. House done. That was the quickest thing I've ever seen in my life. All right, let's do another one. The other one, actually, I might have kind of over here a little bit, but facing this direction. We're going to need a little bit of room for this one because this one's a little bit of a big one. So let's go ahead and this is why I didn't do the terraforming yet, just because I wasn't too sure how much space I would need. Give ourselves a bit more room. Okay, this should be good enough for the house. I am really quick gonna do a gravel, kind of a gravel walkway. That's usually how these, villages play out, and it's usually, lined up with this block here. I believe they're 3 blocks wide. I could be wrong. Alrighty. Nice. Now let's build up the other house. So the other one's going to start right here, and it's going to be a cobblestone stair. Oh, wrong block. Cobblestone going all the way up here. Here's the doorway. Of course, typical fashion there. Then it's going to go all the way up here, all the way up here. Then back here, it's going to be logs to go all the way up as well, and actually go 2 blocks above that. Cobblestone back here. It's going to span that many blocks. The typical, circle window right there. Of course, mirror that on the other side. Oops. Wood. Bam. And bring that up. Come over here, bring that up. I don't know how the back of these look. So we might have to wing it on that part. Then, of course, this is filled in with blocks. And the wall goes right here. The goes 3 blocks high, as well as the logs. And I don't think there are windows on this upper floor. I think it just goes straight back like that. And then wood. Nice. Okay. Next, we have 2 doors. Go here, here. These ones, I know the floor is made out of wood on this upper level. But obviously I don't have to go in that far because I'm going to block it off. Next up is the roof. Roof is the exact same as the other house, so if we can get up there. Stair here, stair here. I believe. I don't think I'm wrong. And then stairs along here. Backing. Need more wood. Oh, of course not. This is a log. There we go. So wood here, wood here. No log there. Here. 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 And here. And then this is wood. Nice. Bring all this back, of course. Finish the roof. Okay, come on. There we go. Finish the roof. Now we just have the back to do. I don't know how to do the back. I'm gonna just come out with that. Be completely honest. I don't know how to do the back of this. I'm gonna guess. It's probably not gonna be right. But hey, what can you do? I think it goes like that. That's just my opinion. Feel free to judge me in the comments. Now we need another fence. The fence goes around like this. Here, 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 here. Let's get our doors in. Door here, door here, door here. And of course, your torches. Torch right there. I believe that's the only torch in this entire building, to be honest. Okay, that's nice. This place is looking nice. You definitely get the vibe that that's a village over there. I think that came out perfect, to be honest. I don't think I could have done much better than that. I am going to get a black wool, and I'm going to build one of those street lamps. I don't think there's a torch on the top, just those ones. Just like that. Yeah, that's perfect. I don't think I could ask for much better than that. I'm going to bring the landscape in a little bit. Just like that. And that's that section done. Well, I mean, not done, but, you know, getting there. And up here, I do want a little bit of a raised elevation. And I want to build one of those farm things that they have. The farm is going to go right here. It's, of course, wood logs, then dirt, and usually just looks like this. And then there's the dirt, water, crops. And I'm just going to build one row of it, and the crops go all the way back. Fill the water in. Then we want a hoe. And let's go and put some seeds in there. Nice. Beautiful. Alrighty. I think that's gonna be it for the stream today. You know, I'm pretty, you know, happy about how that turned out. And I hope that you guys enjoyed that. I hope you guys all enjoyed. And we will catch you guys later. Yeah. I have nothing else to say. You know, I have responsibilities to do. So that's going to be the end of today's stream. Thanks, everyone, for watching. Bye-bye.